couple of, well, actually it's been more than a couple of days. I haven't been feeling too well this week, so I haven't had a chance to make a video, and plus I haven't been inspired. But it just occurred to me earlier that I haven't done Gorowyn yet, so guess what? Yeah, that's right, we're going to Gorowyn. And it's raining in Kinos. My hair's a mess. Let's see here. Gorowyn, where are you at? Timorous Deep, alright. Oh yeah, take a look at the map. Beautiful map. See, this is the map. Gorowyn's over here in Timorous Deep. Once a secret laboratory to develop an army, the city of Gorowyn is now home of the Sarnak race species. Nestled within the belly of an extinct volcano, the Sarnak worked to discover the mysterious origins of their creation and wage war against the aggressive, I'm not even going to try to say it, race. Bird people. Might help if I click the next button so I can go there, but yeah. You may have noticed that there's a I don't know if you'll be able to hear it because I do have my volume pretty low, but I've turned the music back on slightly. Mainly because, well, because. I mean, a lot of people have music in their videos and they don't get hit with copyright notices, so hey. And since I have no idea what will and will not be hit with copyright notice, I figure, well, every now and then I can turn the music on just for a little breath of fresh air. Speaking of fresh air, yeah, this is the docks. Yeah, you come in right here. Way down here. What's that? Oh, look, it's a little shark thing. Once again, check out my cool wings. Check out the Sarnak. Yeah, here's the little harbor section. Oh, big shark there. Is that a big shark? Yeah, nice little shark. Let's see here. Train Griffin. That takes you to, I want to say, Butcher Block. But I haven't actually used it in a very long time. I don't know, maybe I'm just allergic to making videos, because every time I make videos I get the hiccups even though I'm fine. Just I've been sitting here for an hour watching stuff and I've been just fine. Met. I would like to travel. Okay, maybe this guy, oh no, okay, oh, there's the Butcher Block there. Yeah, there's different little parts to the island. This is where you start if you make a character who lives in Gorowyn. You'll start over here at the Chirkori village place. And then of course you work your way up to some little, like, I guess you can call it the front lines. One of many front lines where the Sarnak are fighting the bird people, and then they'll send you on over here and eventually you reach this spot here and you work your way into Gorowyn proper, which is like right in here. And yeah, you do all sorts of cool stuff all around here, but enough of that. Anyways, docks. So we got some NPC merchant people. We've got a language merchant somewhere. Is this him? No, there is a language merchant somewhere in here. Here it is, the linguist. You can buy all the language prior, including one that I don't have. We have, let's see, the Feardal, the Gorwish, Gorwish, yeah. Guktin, Coatadal, Augish, that's for the ogres. These are the high elves. Rotongans, the rat people. Sebelesian, it's the Ixar Empire. The Akeshans, the Thexians. Remember the Thexians? Because we did a little video about the Thexians. Yeah. Anyways, you can buy these and you'll automatically be able to know those languages. The ones that are grayed out, I already have. Eardal. Let's see. Are the Eardal? Or the Iredal? Or whatever the hell that's how you say that. I'm going to call them the Eardal. I think that's the half-elves, and I think the Feardal are the wood elves, but it could be the other way around. I don't remember. Whatever, I'm going to buy them just because. Hey look, I'm a cryptographer. See? That's how cool I am. I get wings and I get to be a cryptographer. All you gotta do is buy them. And remember, you can subscribe. You get 500 DBC per month. That's a daybreak cash. Or if you're a Star Wars fan, maybe it's the Death Watch bunker credits. Just saying. Yeah, watch me get all those little achievements there for buying all the languages. If I remember correct, I could be wrong. I think this is actually, or did they change that? I remember there were 2 neutral areas to buy languages at several years ago, and one of them was more expensive, but I can't remember if it was this one or if it was the one in the Kailong Plains. But it wasn't that big of a deal. I think it was like an 8 silver difference. Anyways, we also have you know, the PvP people, and then we have the banker right here next to them. Let's see, there are some quests over here, not including the PvP ones. Ah, hey, there they are, or at least one of them. Hey, look, it's a tailor and a bartender. Now, why would a tailor be on the at the harbor? You think that the sea, water, air would not be good on clothing and tailored goods, but who knows? Anyways, you go inside here, and we're down at the bottom of Gorowyn. Gorowyn used to be a pain in the ass to navigate, but they added some amenities to make it a little bit less of a headache. There's a teleporter. This will take you right up to the top if you want. Let's take it. Might as well show you the teleporter in action. We're just loading up to the top is what we're doing here. On a side note, I still have no idea what made the Isle of Mara video so popular. It's still climbing. I mean, I've mentioned it before. I'm a small channel. You know, for me, getting anywhere from 3 to 5 views is kind of like the big thing. That's like my ceiling. That thing's already over 35. That's a lot by comparison. I mean, obviously it's not a lot. I'm a small channel, but for me it's a lot. And it's just like, what made it so exciting? The part 2 video, you know, the one about the Forsaken City, that only got about 4 or 5 views now. It's like, huh, what made the Isle of Mara so popular? I don't know. I must have done something right. So we're up at the top. Oh, here, let's take a look at the map. The map isn't particularly helpful because there are multi-levels to it. This is the housing district. You go through this little thing. Well, hey, look, there's a house right there. You go through this little tunnel and you come out to the wards. You got a crafting district. There's little crafting stations set up in all the different corners and stuff. Then you have the various houses. I used to have a house here on one of my characters, but that would be Track, my Inquisitor, but they finally made Atheneum a worshipable deity, and there was no question in my mind whatsoever that he was going to be an Inquisitor of Atheneum. Of course, Sony/Daybreak decided to bend me over and introduce me to extreme anal tearing because they decided to make her a good-only deity. Now, you might be thinking, well, what's wrong with that? Well, I'll tell you what's wrong with that. It's stupid. Love knows no boundaries. I say that because when February 14th rolls around and Aerolissi Day's here, Freeport and Kinos have NPCs giving the quests inside both of them. So it's like, if the quests are neutral, the deity should be neutral. She doesn't care if you're good or evil, but somehow she's a good-only deity, and only good characters can worship her. Fuck you, Sony. Fuck you. Here, you can't see it, Sony, but I'm giving you both fingers because you suck. And I know they did it just to spite me, because years ago, well, I never did tell you the story of Track, but long before the deities were back and we could worship them, well, not all of them. They came back in bunches, or not in groups. Anyways, I made Track, and they still had not brought back a couple of the deities, but there were other deities that people have been asking about, like Arone Mar, or not Mar, Arone Mo. God damn, I can't talk today. Arone Ro. There we go. Goddess of Song. She's still not back, so this guy's a follower of Bristlebane because, well, yeah, a bard obviously would follow the god of mischief and not the goddess of song. Then people were asking about Aerolissi. They were asking about what's the air goddess? Zigani, and the ice goddess. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Essie. It's ECI with a little apostrophe between the E and the C. But anyways, she hadn't come back yet. And when I made Track, it kind of started off as just a stupid joke. He was the Inquisitor of Love, and I used my sexy voice. And no, I'm not going to use my sexy voice for you because, quite frankly, I'm just not feeling up to it yet. But maybe one of these days I will treat you guys to my sexy voice, and you can have nightmares for the rest of your lives. But anyways, I used to call him the Inquisitor of Love. and I had little macros for his various spells that I would cast, and they'd make some type of little love thing. And I basically got the idea from Disgaea and the character Flawn, the fallen angel. She's big time into anime and human world hero stuff, and she's a love freak, and she's always talking about love. And so I made him kind of thinking about her because she just kind of makes me giggle every now and then. Well, it kind of grew in my mind, and I decided that I knew what Sony was going to do. I kind of preempted them. I knew they were going to do something stupid. So I decided that she wasn't gone, that before she left, she had left her essence back on Norath so that she could return someday. And when we talk about Lizimar, you're going to find out that I did indeed preempt them. But the thing is, Sony went that route, but my route was a little more specific. She didn't just leave her essence behind, she actually left it inside of this perverted Sarnak, that would be Track, and that's why he became the Inquisitor of Love, and also kind of why he became the gigantic pervert that he is. Track, by the way, is a colossal pervert. Okay, animal, vegetable, mineral, he'll do anything to anything. And if you guys can tell me where that line came from, I will be impressed. I will give you 10 internets. 10. That's how impressed I'll be. By the way, this is another house over here, so you know. But yeah, so that's basically his story. He's the Inquisitor of Love because he had the essence of Lizimar inside of him this whole time, which kind of turned him into a colossal pervert. Naturally, when she became a worshipable deity, he was not going to pass up on that. He had to go and become her prophet, so to speak. So that's his story. And you might be wondering, what does that have to do with Gorowyn? Well, he's a Sarnak, so it has everything to do with Gorowyn. And he's one of these Sarnak. See, these aren't the same Sarnak as the other Sarnak. The other Sarnak are kind of more raptor-like. These guys kind of remind me of like a dragon crossed with a alligator. Although these are actually half dragon, half Ixar. If you finish the collection quest, it's a book collection quest that you get down in Jarsaf Waste. I can't remember the name of the book. I have completed it once, but it talks about how they were created, and they are basically, well, I'll have to reread the book again. There's some details I'm not remembering, but yeah, they were Sarnak and Ixar put together. They were made as a soldier race for the Ixar to kick Draconic ass. But the problem with making super soldiers is one day they're going to ask themselves, why the fuck are we following these losers? And they're going to kick the losers' asses and not their intended target. But they still got their asses whooped pretty badly, because when everyone turns against you, it doesn't really matter how much of a badass you are. 1 million people armed with sticks is still going to do, or are still going to do, quite a lot of damage, because it's still 1 million. So yeah, this is the housing section and crafting section. Over here, we come back outside, and there is a collection NPC right there. There's also a little mailbox. And let's take a look down here. Okay, there's that nice little mineral hot spring thing they got. Remember, this is an extinct volcano. See? Very nice. It's very nice. Multiple floors. That is the I don't know if you can see it, where the mouse is right there pointing. That is the teleporter that took us up here to that teleporter right there. Like I said, this place used to be a lot worse to navigate because you had to use these little ramps, and it wasn't completely connected. Also, notice they are not hostile, even though this is technically an evil city. It's really a neutral city. The guards don't give a damn. They're like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah. And I'm a good character. This is an evil city, but like I said, it's not really evil. It's alignment restricted. Only evil aligned characters can live here, but you can come here freely and they won't attack you, and they'll buy stuff and sell stuff to you. Whereas usually they would be like, fuck you, I don't want the Overlord to punch me in the balls, and you'd be like, well, yeah, I probably wouldn't want an Arch Revenant to punch me in the balls either. Yeah, spoilers, Luke and Delir is an Arch Revenant. I don't actually know what an Arch Revenant is, but that's what he is, so yeah. Anyways, that leads out, not to the harbor, but to the other end. Well, here, I'll just show you. This is also where you find the Bertoxulus deity worshipping place. It's in the breathing pools. There's a little hidden path over there. And that's where you'll find Bertoxulus. Prophet of Bertoxulus. Yes. I'm not a big fan of Bert. He doesn't really impress me as a deity, but whatever. An Ashley Sewell, on the other hand, pff, man, she'd kick Bert's ass. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. She's pretty awesome. See, nice little sulfur pools here. Nice place. Anyways, yeah, you keep going out. Well, no, just show you. It's a video. Why not show you instead of tell you? Otherwise, I could just make it an audio file. Hey, check it out. We're outside. Behold! Behold the glorious island of Timorous Deep. See? Volcano. Very nice. There are pirates over in this direction somewhere. You can also start working on your Pokemon collection. Well, it's a Pokemon reference. The whole quest down there, you got to catch them all. At the time this went live, there was only one, so all you had to do was catch one, and you had caught them all. But now there's two, unless they've added more that I don't know about. So it's possible that there's more than two, but there are two to my knowledge. One is in the Stoneburnt Highlands, and the other one is here. And you get a little Pokemon ball that you have to capture. Then you have to damage them to so much, or you know, you have to get them down like 25% health or some bullshit, and then you use the ball and it sucks them in, and then, yeah, it's a total Pokemon reference. But hey, it's an MMO. References are like, you know, they're stock and trade. So anyways, we go down these little paths. You'll find little, yeah, the upper concourse, weaponsmith, jeweler, you know, dudes there, guards all over the place. The Academy of Warfare. Hey, look, this is the fighter guild, if you want to call it that. That's where you're going to find all the trainers. Berserker trainer, all that. And these guys, they have quests for you too. At least I think they do. Pretty sure they did. Go down this path. Whee! Look, epic guard, but I don't care. Bros is like a honey badger. He don't give a damn. And he goes for the crotch, just like the honey badger. He'll kick you right in the nuts, because that's what he does. Now you might be thinking that I'm just being silly, but no, he would. I mean, think about it. He's a troubadour. He's used to bar brawls, and he's a half elf and a total dandy. So what do you expect? You want him to just Hulk out on you? No, he ain't gonna do that. He's just gonna kick you in the weenie and he's gonna run. Okay, that's not really what he'd do. He'd probably, like, you know, punch you in the face. But hey, look, it's the scouts. Nice little robes here. I like these robes. There is a way to get to the other side over there. Well, see, over here is like where the assembly meets and stuff, and that's what made it such a pain in the ass to navigate, was figuring out how to get to stuff that wasn't connected. Now they all are connected, so it's no big deal. And if you really want to get down in a hurry, you can also just jump. I mean, even if you don't have slow fall, you can just land in the water, no big deal. What's this? Hey, look, it's one of those places that I was talking about. Is this the assembly hall? The Grand Atheneum. So this is where you're going to find the research and stuff going on. Hey, look, you're not a Sarnak. What are you doing in here, dude? You're just researching with the Sarnak. Okay, that's cool. I'd have to say, after the Fae, the Sarnak are my favorites. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're awesome. I love the Sarnak. They're freaking awesome. But the Fae are just adorable. They're all wee, wee, like my wings. Want to touch them. The Conservatory of the Reborn. That's a portal trainer, druid stuff, so yeah. Okay, Fury trainer, Warden trainer, so these are the druid dudes. So this is where you get some research and nature stuff going on. But the assembly, which is like, you know, the Congress, if you will. Is this them? I think these are. I don't remember. Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, the assembly. Here it is, the Assembly of Gorowyn. Check her out. She's awesome. Now you might go, huh? How can you tell? Because she's bigger. A lot of times in nature, females are bigger than males. And the Sarnak are one of those little races. And I should warn you, you'll probably hear some ding-a-lingy sounds now, because one of my friends came online. He probably doesn't know that I'm making a video, and will probably send me a message. And you'll probably hear it, because I do believe this software picks that stuff up. So if you hear something funny, that's probably what it was. Achievement Council, or Advancement Council. This is where you do your like AA, well, where you used to do your AA resets. Change of citizenship. So if you don't like Gorowyn, you want to go to Freeport, this dude to talk to. Tempest Mercenary, and a Protector Mercenary. I believe that's the Berserker? I don't remember. Mercs. And then you go down here. And hey, look, we're back down at the bottom. So this is where we are. Here's the pools. Also during like special seasonal events, there'll be like teleporters down here that take you to them. Like Frostfell and whatnot. So yeah, that's Gorowyn. I admit, not much of a video, just a quick look at this at the city. I said I like the Sarnak. I also like their attitudes. They're cautious. They're not fanatical, they're cautious. They're like, you know, we're willing to trust you until you give us a reason not to, then we'll kick your ass. So yeah. So we're going to end it with a joke. I've been thinking of funny jokes that I used to tell just to piss people off in my guild, so I'm going to share a joke with you. What do you call a Shadow Knight who can't tank? Wait for it. Wait for it. Paladin! Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.